In this video about Clever To-Do List, we're going to talk about some of the commands on the top of the application header. The home command moves the caret of the mouse to the tab number 1 and puts the caret in the first position. So this can be really useful if you want to rather quickly move back, switch back to the top left corner of the top first tab. The minimize button will just simply minimize the app, and if you click on the icon, it will come and maximize the app. You can also push Control Q on the keyboard to do the same thing. And the next two buttons are for undo and redo. They're typical undo and redo buttons. The next button will delete a list and create a list. So if you have some items in a row, you can click that button to make a list, or click the next button to just delete the list, or delete the bullet points from the list. The next button is for word wrap. That will wrap long segments of text. You can see if I have a very long text blurb here, this is a lot of text, so if I want to word wrap it, it will wrap the items into paragraphs, just like that. Stay on top will cause the application to stay on top of other Windows apps. And stick to corner is very useful. All it does is it makes the bottom right corner of the app stick to the bottom right corner of your Windows PC monitor. So this means wherever I drag the app, the corner is always going to stick in the same position. And for text apps, this can be very useful. I leave this switch on pretty much all the time, because a lot of times the area in the bottom right of your monitor is a dead zone area. So by having this left on, that allows me to read any long segments of text that happen to be over here without having to adjust the notepad at all. So this can be a very useful little button here. The next button, H, is for headings, and that will turn a line into a heading, which basically means all it does is create a series of equal signs here, because remember, in Clever To-Do List, our app is divided into headings, which you can create merely by typing a name for your heading and then surrounding this heading with equal signs. And you'll notice that our new project has now appeared right there. So you can either type the equal signs yourself, or you can just push the H button to do the same thing. The print button is just a typical print button, and the search button is just a typical set of search commands, similar to what you've seen in other programs. Nothing too exotic there. The rightmost button will allow you to go to the last item in the search results. This will be item 2 of 2, and you can see this is the last instance of the word cat in this search. If we go push this button, that just takes us to the first instance. So this is just a very typical text search widget here. So I think we'll leave it at that for this little demonstration of the buttons of the heading bar. If you have any more questions, please send me an email at clevergizmos.com.